I really like the part about him fucking her arseways.
Yes, arseways.
Yes.
So how do your shows start? Do you have like an intro? What do we?
I'm glad you asked.
Live from the Jet Fuel and Dank Meme Emporium, it's the SOGOpod.
Good evening. My name is Captain Foreskin.
It's just a kind of a tribute to fucking what's Onion G's podcast that just died? Sleepycast. Yeah, they just finally did their last episode. Are off the
I'm
air.
Frank, by the way. That's Kinder.
I'm
and we're
Kinder.
joined by a special guest, a man of the tubes, the YouTubes, the Jew-tubes, the Jews that did WTC. Hey, Bit Brody.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
A bit sticky.
A bit sticky.
Aren't we all?
Moist.
I wouldn't say moist. Damp is a much better descriptor.
Damp.
But I'm definitely in that realm of existence.
Right. Is it more of like a particular region of you that's damp, or is it just an all-over kind of thing? Like,
No, just like an effervescent like humidity.
Okay.
Good word.
Effervescent humidity.
I know that feel. I did just get out of the shower, so I'm actually damp.
You're actually damp.
I'm actually moist right now, literally.
I'm just horny.
I mean, well, you're welcome for that.
Well, I mean,
so.
it's, I get, yeah.
Hey,
This
I'm
Brody's
damp. I'm
here.
not so damp.
Sploosh.
So anyway, 8-Bit Brody is a YouTuber who's become just a little bit of a meme on my probably second least favorite gaming board on the internet, 4chan's V. Those of you that listen to us probably know the place.
Real quick, I saw someone today sent me a picture. I guess there was a thread on V today about who would win in a fight. You know, all sorts of. I mean, we got Jackie Chan, Batman, Jotaro Kujo from JoJo,
Right, yeah.
Big Boss, Godzilla, 8-Bit Brody. So that was surprising to see that thrown in there.
Why did you, I imagine in this like death battle scenario that, you know, you're going to just come out on top. Just in like a sneaky heel sort of way.
Yeah.
Like you hide under the ring the entire time, and then it's just like down to like Big Boss and JoJo, and then it's like, yep.
I mean, who wouldn't play things that way though? Like if we're being honest, like if you had 30 dudes, I didn't even count, but there's a good number of big dudes, big boys in this scenario.
But
I do
Brody,
not want to be.
You
involved
are
in
a
any
big
of them.
boy.
One of them is 1 billion lions. Like
A billion lions?
1 billion lions.
That's like
I am.
a billion participants, though. That can't be one participant. Does eliminating one lion eliminate the entire 999 million other lions?
I think they count as like a tag team.
Oh, okay. So it's like a
Yeah.
you gotta, stable.
Well, actually, if they were a tag team, then yeah, taking care of one, I guess, get sort of all of them.
Yeah.
Just make sure that as you eliminate the lion, you say "Long live the king," and you're good.
Yeah. They come out the Triple H's music.
I was going for a Lion King reference.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, it's one of those things, you know, where I don't think you realize that you've become a meme yet, but you're a meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of it's spooky.
It's strange
because
isn't it?
I definitely don't have a huge following, but it's been bizarre to watch how exponential my growth has been. I started my channel 3 or so years ago, and at first I was really pumped about it, and my whole I wanted to just do these really low quality, like almost parody-esque videos of the types of reviews people put online.
Right.
And I made them low quality on purpose, but I don't think anyone really got that joke but me. And it never really took off. I got like 50 subscribers in the span of maybe a year and a half, and kind of gave up on it.
It's a good uptick.
And then suddenly it clicked to me that, you know, I like to think that I do so much better, you know, in person, interacting with people.
Right.
And I filmed my first live action video, and some bigger names on YouTube saw it somehow. They saw it. And I went to a convention a week after posting that video, and those people recognized me. And they said, "Hey, are you filming here?" And I said, "Well, I had planned to." And they said they'd love to be interviewed. And so that's really how it all got started. And even then, you know, I was interviewing these people. I was trying to put out these videos, you know, one every month or 2 months, 3 months. And it didn't really take off. And somewhere in the last, well, I'm rambling, March.
It's good.
Around March, I hit 100 subscribers. And just yesterday, I passed 1,600.
Wow,
so for
nice.
anyone listening to this in the future time, it is, yeah. And even beyond that, because the internet is eternal.
Yeah, our content's
theory.
evergreen, so I mean,
we delete everything like Snapchats. It goes down after 6 seconds. So you know,
Yeah.
like,
Oh my!
you get one listen. Everybody gets one. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my gosh!
take all of our
Well-
tips from podcast making from Hideo Kojima. So they just disappear after so long. You know, keeps the
But yeah.
mystery alive.
You know, that is, I'd say, pretty substantial growth for a very short amount of time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've been
so-
at this podcast thing for what, almost 3 years now?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, and for a while there, we went at it hard fucking core. I mean, we did Twitch streams, we did YouTube, we did the podcast, we stayed on it, and we just had all this content, and the only thing that even kind of took off was the fucking podcast. Our YouTube blew up terribly because we can't make video content and we're too lazy.
We have other things to do.
Yeah, it's. I know the fucking struggle with content creation. I can only imagine what it's like for people that have to create higher quality videos like every 2 weeks, because it's hard enough for us as adults to do a podcast every couple of weeks. And
Right.
we don't really fucking do anything. Like we edit for 10 minutes and that's about it.
Yeah. And try not to fuck up while you're talking so that you don't have to do any work afterwards.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, fixing it in post. Everyone always thinks that that's the easiest thing, but it's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Actually, our last episode, I just listened to it today, the one we just released.
Yeah.
We left a bit in where we said, delete this, developers.
Yeah, we just kept saying developers over and over.
Oh my God! Who did that? No one remembers that. What was that, guy?
Steve
Peter Molyneux?
Ballmer.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve Ballmer.
Yeah. So we just
That was-
we were supposed to delete that, but it's like fuck it.
Yeah.
After listening though, it didn't come off as bad as I thought it would. Because there's some like if you listen to some of the older episodes, there are some like definite like, oh yeah, we're just quiet here for like 15 seconds because we're trying to do something else. And
Yeah.
I was too lazy to go back and listen to an hour and a half's worth of audio to edit it.
Right.
Instead of remember, like, you know, people like jot down time codes and shit like that. It's like,
Yeah, and we normally tag it in the DAW because Mixcraft makes that easy, but we just fucking
we've gotten
forgot.
even too lazy for
Yeah.
that. Like, let's just record a podcast. I find it hard to like imagine. It's difficult because like a lot of what people want to do now, and even this is like some weird form of that, is like you network with other people and you try to reach out to them, but then like there's like this unspoken thing where it's like, you know, I'm only talking to you because we can help each other out here.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I'm trying to get the rub from you and you're trying to get the rub from me. But then to have you saying like YouTube people just like watched your stuff, I can't believe YouTube people even have time to watch other people's
Right?
YouTube videos.
It's bizarre. The more I ingrain myself in the culture, the more I realize that it is sort of like a big circle jerk.
Yeah.
yeah.
And take that for what you will. It's both a positive and a negative, but it's challenging to not like ingrain yourself in that. You really have to sort of dive in. If you want to grow at all, you have to not only enjoy the presence of other people, but you have to have them enjoy your presence.
Right. And it's always comes back to the same old thing. It's not who you are, it's who you know. And
in a sense,
and how well you can ride other people's coattails. Like, we got an interview with Only Afro, who's like the biggest memester on
the
ever.
Planet.
I love Afro.
He's great. He's a really nice guy. But
I don't mean to be insulting in saying this, but I doubt he still listens to your podcast.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
No. I messaged him back trying to get a secondary interview because we had fun, but I messaged him back again, and he's just like no response. Probably partially because we botched the release and had to like contact him and kind of bug him a little bit. I mean, it ended up fine, but like we had to get him like, hey, can you retweet this?
Yeah, Libsyn fucked us on that one by fucking up the link that auto publishes. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to bug him. He stayed in touch, and like he will message back if like I'll ask every now and then if we use like some content from one of the videos. Hey, is this cool if we use this like 3 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. I messaged him again one day and was like, hey, look, we just wanted to say thank you again for doing whatever. And if you'd like to come back on, we'd love to ride your coattails again. Please, can we hop on your dick again?
But yes, I in saying that though, I doubt he still listens. But Afro, if you are out there, I love you. I'd kiss you. It's fine. That's all I really have to say.
You're enough of a meme at this point. He may actually catch this, and if he does, Afro, I know you saw my message.
Does it say seen?
It's on Twitter. It doesn't say seen or unseen.
They just added that.
They did.
Yeah, I thought they did.
They just added it. I don't know. I don't know if it retroactively applies to like old DMs.
I don't know.
Shit, I got a lot of messages to respond to.
I gotta slide into his DMs real quick.
It's gonna be like that fucking meme. It's gonna be a picture of Kinder saying, "Hey Afro, I'd like to have another interview," and it's gonna be read at 8:57.
Yeah.
Oof.
Like that's,
yep, it's read. It was read on. I don't even want to say how long ago.
So Afro, if you're listening, respond. Respond to his message.
Please respond.
Please respond.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Yeah. That's.
Speaking of which, that guy released a new video.
We gotta get him on.
I know.
While we're talking to somebody else, hey, let's get that guy
what's his
on.
name?
Andrew Bowser.
Andrew Bowser. Yeah, I love his stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and that's one of the fun things about getting, I guess, sort of notoriety on YouTube is that, again, I'm not huge. I'm not some fucking e-celebrity. I'm not making like any money on this.
Right.
Someone on 4chan the other day in one of those threads was like, I wonder how much money Brody's making, and I sent them just like nothing.
Here's my bank account.
Yeah.
Like, I have a full-time job. I do this. This is almost like a second full-time job for me now, and I've made like $5 from it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh shit! You made like what, quadruple what we've made because we don't do any ads or anything. So we're way in the hole.
Like, yeah, and at the same time, it's like the effort required to. You're just gonna cough all over the place.
Sorry.
The effort required to to do that is, like you said, a full-time job. But for the past 4.5 years, I've been working a job was 60 hours a week, and Kinder is on like weird swing shift 12-hour things.
We were rotating too.
Yeah, and it's like all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So it's like, how are you supposed to put the time into it? But you find the time to do it. But
it's a challenge. I do have another point to get back to. I should start fucking taking notes. I'm such a tangential person. It's so very difficult.
Don't worry about it, man. This is how our podcast.
I think we had a Pokemon conversation that ended with me complaining about how no one cares about Legend of Mana for the PlayStation 1. Like,
That's a pretty good game.
It's a very good game. Damn it.
But one weekend I recorded 4 episodes in 4 days.
God damn.
2 of those are already out. Another one is coming out this Friday, and then I'm still probably holding that 4th one off. But yeah, and it's so bizarre because like I tweeted, I'm filming at this event right now, and that video is still not out. Yeah. That's probably going to be the last one to come out. It's so crazy the amount of time and effort that goes into them. Because some videos I'll do one camera, one audio source. Some I'll do one camera, two audio source, but that video in particular, I had 2 cameras, 5 different audio sources.
Yeah.
So it's overkill with the audio. But you never know. Like you guys were saying, sometimes you just lose audio on things.
Yeah.
Back up your backups
Yeah.
and your backups, you know.
Yeah. But, lavalier, handheld interview mic, boom mic, shotgun mic on each camera. Like, it is interesting, though, watching myself grow because people are...
I like to watch myself grow, too, but in the shower.
Yeah, you just had one of those.
Yeah.
Now I know why you guys took so long to get on here.
All right. Well, you know.
I took
you
so long to get off. That's
my
why
back's
I took so long to
dirty.
get on.
I was working on it. You got to get off to get on.
Yeah.
But that's a weird thing too. You're making videos in like almost like a post YouTube boom era too. You know, like a lot of the people that are out there were doing what you're doing right now, like 5-6 years ago, and are just now now they're making millions of dollars, and like now you're trying to build that after everybody else has already started on it.
I think the interesting thing, to kind of suck my own dick for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I think the reason a lot of people are drawn to me, and again, not to be like self-aggrandizing or anything, but it's you have these early like pre-YouTube people that sort of got big but never really made it big for their own art because they were too early. Yeah. But then you get the early YouTube people. You get the angry video game nerds who laid the groundwork for, what should a YouTuber be? Then all the people that inspired them or that were inspired by them, people like the angry video game nerd, you get the Jontrons, the Cat Icarus, all those types of people, the normal boots crew, Pro Jared. You get those people coming out citing angry video game nerd as a reference. But then you get these people who now the up and comers who are taking that group of people and that's their biggest influence. And some of them are starting to get notoriety as well. I don't know them because I hate YouTube.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I think the reason, to get to my point, that people at all are drawn to me is that I think that all of that is fucking stupid. I think that trying to be something else is dumb. People are so afraid to stray from a formula. They're so afraid to do something that hasn't been done. And not to say that what I'm doing hasn't been done. I mean, look back at Andy Kaufman. He was fucking doing it back in the 70s.
Right. Yeah. It's sort of like a less surreal Tim and Eric kind of thing, but just like the deadpan style.
Yeah.
Like just playing it straight.
Right, and I don't think we've seen that in YouTube gaming.
No,
I don't think,
at least not in a good long while.
Yeah. Goofy reactions, that same thumbnail that you see everywhere with the dude's face, and he's making a crazy face, and it says, "My mom fingered me," with a question mark and an exclamation point.
And we also too. I grew up loving fucking Newgrounds, and Newgrounds was like the place to be for gaming shit because of all the animation. You had people like Eager Raptor. And Eager Raptor, and I mean, you had people like that ended up moving to YouTube, like Oni,
like Eager Raptor,
like Eager Raptor, like Oni, what's the guy, the Jazza, he does draw with Jazza now.
Jeremy Clarkson,
Jazza.
Shit, there's one guy that I'm trying to think of. I can't fucking remember his name. I mean, Tom Fold, but he fucking owns it.
Yeah.
Psychic Pebbles?
But, yeah. But, you had all those people, and then they started, after the Flash crash, they all started moving to YouTube and, like, doing easier content. Like, when was the last time you saw, like, a true Eager Raptor fucking animation? And even their music videos, he doesn't fucking animate them.
Yeah. I think he does the keyframes and then has people...
Yes, Koreans fill it.
Yeah. Essentially,
it's like, and then you look at him now, and he's just like all those threads on V are right. Like like happiness is just gone. He's so done with life right now, and it's just not good. And they got this formula. They're in this comfort zone, and there's nothing new.
It's Pagliacci. Like that's basically what it is.
Right, and I like to think that, you know, I mean I am someone that goes on V. I legitimately have been using 4chan since 2004, since April of 2004.
Wow. Okay.
April 22nd. I remember.
Got me by about 3 years. That was 2007 was when I
Wasn't
first.
that late?
Yeah, I was really late. I most of my my path was watching YTMMD things into Encyclopedia Dramatica, which then swerved back into 4chan. I don't know how I got to Encyclopedia Dramatica before 4chan. But
Zach got on right after Brad, and Brad was like almost OG. I don't remember exactly what year.
But that's how. I mean, I've always been on 4chan, and that it is so ingrained in my culture. Like you said, there's the people that grew up on Newgrounds, like the Ego Raptors, and they that carries with them that sense of community, that sense of humor, and I like to think that the 4chan sense of humor, the 4chan sensibility,
the original like 2000, early mid 2000s 4chan sense
right.
of humor,
But I mean, I've grown up with it. I've watched it grow, and I've grown with it, and it's something that is still it's such a part of me, and I really hope that if I ever get fucking PewDiePie famous, I hope that 4chan remembers, like, I am that. I would like to be the voice for V. Like, and that's the thing. People watch, like, my Too Many Games video that I did, my 2016 one, and I interviewed a ton of these big YouTube celebrities, and I'm just shitting on them.
I saw that. That was great.
And it's, you know, they're all really nice guys. Like, I do know all of them, but there's no one holding a mirror up to them and saying, like, look at yourself, you fucking goofball.
Yeah.
Like, you're not. These people think that they're Tom Cruise, and they're not. They're just some dude, and that's fine. Like, it's a real career. It is a genuine career path, and I love it. I love that people are now able to, instead of going through TV stations and networks and producers, you can pay a content creator and say, I like your shit, here's some money. But at the same time, those content creators need to realize, like, you're just a freelance videographer at the end of the day. And it's great that your videos do something for a lot of people, but don't get a big head about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to say the things to those types of people that most people are afraid to say. I've seen those kind of comments on 4chan before, like, oh man, Brody, I love your stuff. If I ever met Pro Jared, I wish I could say that kind of stuff to him, but I'd be so nervous. And it's like, why? They're just people. You can talk to them.
Yeah.
One of my and that was something I was starting to talk about earlier, is that, you know, getting to know all these people, it's like that's one of the best things, is that like I can just ask some of my biggest heroes, just like, yo, do you want to collaborate? And it just feels like I'm chatting with a friend. Like, I did my channel trailer, tons of people in that video, and some of them are people I've watched on YouTube for years, and I just asked, and they're like, yeah, dude, I love your shit, I'll make a quick little shout out for you. But like, back at Too Many Games, I met one of my favorite YouTube channels is Regular Car Reviews. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, if you're into cars at all.
Somebody
it's
pointed
awesome
me
channel.
Towards them fairly recently, like saying you need to watch these. Like,
oh, they're great.
Yeah.
If you have like any irreverent sort of sense of humor, a love for literature, or a love for cars, they're awesome. I met them though, and they never show their faces. Or, I mean, they've recently, within the last couple months, started showing their faces. But I met them, and I thought that, like, meeting these people, I'm gonna fangirl and I'm gonna like cream my khakis. But it's like, no, they're just dudes, and we just chatted, and they. You know, at one point, one of them came up to me. He's like, "Oh man, I'm so glad that you guys are here, because like, this is a weird video game convention, and like, no one else wants to talk about cars, and it's just so weird." And like, we chatted about like the fucking engines, like different types of engines, and we went out in the parking lot and looked at their car, and like we just hung out.
Yeah.
And like, not to say I can, like, we're not friends. I can't just call, yo, what's up? Regular car reviews, come on over. But like,
have you tried?
Never know until you try.
Yeah.
Actually, he gave me his business card, so I do have his phone number.
Oh, nice.
Just come, hey, bro, want to chat?
But the point is, like, I guess I wish more people that aren't in the YouTube community, God kill me for saying that sentence, but I wish more people that aren't in the YouTube community would realize that, like, you can just message these people. You can talk to them. They're fucking cool.
Like Afro,
Yeah,
he's really
sometimes.
fucking cool and humble. And Vati Vidya, we actually shouted him out last show. We messaged him and asked him, and he was too busy to bother with us. But he was like super cool and really sincere and complimented me on our the same thing I sent you to our template. It's made for email. It didn't work out for you, and I actually botched the message to you because I was messaging Afro and Vati and one other person about interviews.
Oh,
all at
Afro
the same
responded
time.
to me, dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I just said I'd kiss you.
Do I?
He would kiss me.
Oh.
He said he would. He said, or no one would kiss him. Okay.
But like,
So
they're both really, really cool, and obviously you're fucking here. But I mean, like Vati, he's like bigger than all of us, and he just like took the time to actually
Like weight wise, or
I mean, you never know. I don't know.
I mean,
He doesn't have a fat voice. So
he sounds like prettier than us too.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever were into like the Jackass crew
Oh, yeah.
back in the day.
Yes.
Have you seen Bam Margera?
No, but I've heard that he likes to run around Lawrence, Kansas, and ask for booger sugar.
Type in Bam Margera 2016. Everyone listening, just do that on Google Images right now, and you'll be like,
Did he get fat?
really.
No, it's one of the like first results when you just type in Bam. Oh God,
It's pretty bad. He's almost at like
he looks like
Phil.
He looks like Epic Mealtime dude.
he looks like Bam.
He looks
ate,
like Sauce Boss.
he looks like Bam ate Billy Mays.
Yeah.
Bammy Mays here. Oh, what the fuck happened there? What happened to Bam Margera? What's he doing now? 2016. Click here to find out more.
God damn, Bam.
Yeah. So
Oh, there's one with
so yeah, beauty doesn't last forever. Tom Cruise.
That man's gonna fucking be mummified and as like exactly the way he looks.
Or fucking who's the one that's always like compared to a like the older ones? He's a vampire. Is it Nick
Was
Cage?
Keanu Reeves?
Or,
Like
no,
his-
Keanu Reeves.
Reeves.
Yeah, the man doesn't fucking age. I think he got younger.
I mean, he doesn't have that like plastic surgery look that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Like, he just looks like, oh yeah, that's not aging gracefully. That's like, that's like he's being mean to me somehow by aging like that because I already am losing my hair and.
I want to age like Sean Connery. Just get fucking better looking the older I get.
Yeah.
You know?
It's more and more fuckable,
Yeah.
not less and
I'd
less.
fuck Sean Connery.
Yeah, probably not now. You haven't seen him in a while, so you know he's probably not in a good way.
I feel like if anything, if anything, like it's worth it for the story. Like just being like, "Yo, guess what I did last week? Oh, what'd you do?
Oh yeah.
Yo, I fucked Sean Connery.
Oh, how was it? He drooled on me.
Like, yeah, it was horrible, but
Yeah.
I went through with it.
Yeah,
I
to
did it.
completion for both of us.
Did he say, I came to see a man on a horse?
Came to come in your.
I came to stick my wiener in
I
your
wonder
mouth.
if he can. I don't know. I don't even want to go down that line. I was gonna say, do you wonder if Sean Connery can still get it up?
Sure.
Oh yeah,
Do you think he does? I mean, I don't know. Harrison
he
Ford seems like
uses
the
a pump
type
at
who.
this point.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely.
Well, Harrison Ford does not taking as good of care of himself as Sean Connery has.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Sean Connery if you're listening to this. I kiss you.
Yeah.
Somehow, by the grace of the
It's just he's
elder
just sitting there watching League of Extraordinary Gentlemen on repeat. It's like, this is my last movie. What was wrong with me?
My life is an empty shell.
So we're rolling in about 30 minutes. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll find something new to talk about. BRB.
We better not.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. Here at 8-Bit Brody, we've got all your interviews, conventions, all your gaming-related needs. Why haven't you subscribed yet? Check out these sick videos.
Jared, how does it feel to be the most miserable man on YouTube?
Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Twitter. I've got a Patreon. Why haven't you subscribed? Here at 8-Bit Brody, even other YouTubers like me. Check out these testimonials.
Hey, what's up? DJ here, and we got something to say about 8-Bit Brody's channel. It's garbage.
I wipe my ass with 8-Bit Brody. 8-Bitch Brody, more like it.
8-Bit Brody Show is a really good show.
What's going on, guys? Rich of Review Tech USA here, and I'm warning you now, do not subscribe to 8-Bit Brody. Please, he's a grade A douche.
Was it Brady? What was his name?
8-Bit Brody.
Who is this guy? Really?
He's the guy with the unfortunate hair.
The guy with the unfortunate hair. Okay.
Hey, it's me, Frank GFC. Don't trust 8-Bit Brody's lies. He just wants to use you for capital gain.
This is Irate Gamer saying thanks for all the many years of comedy, and good luck on your future endeavors.
Why haven't you subscribed? Come on down.
Brody. Hey, Brody.
Oh.
Oh.
We get what we're doing now.
We don't know what we're doing either.
You're plugging your channel. That's what you're doing.
We'll edit all this out.
YouTube.com/IrateGamer. Check me out.
YouTube.com/dysfunctionalgamer.
What's a good one?
What's a good what's a good synonym for angry and
Mildly irritable.
irritable bowel gamer?
IBS Gaming.
Yo, check me out. YouTube.com/Polygon.
All right, so welcome back. We have Patrick Klepek here. No.
Hey, it's me, Courtney Love. Welcome to Polygon. I'm the new host.
Polygon.
And he's here with us, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Together at last.
I'd ship it.
I don't want to see that man fuck.
No, I want to see some sort of scenario where Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb become one.
Yeah, like I was thinking like some sort of like one with the flesh kind of thing.
I was thinking more along
like
the lines
a
of GoBots.
Cronenberg fly situation.
Yeah, exactly. Just them
like
melding into one.
Shit, Morgan Webb, we're late to E3. We better teleport. Just hop in here with me.
Okay. Kill me.
Yeah, no.
I hate platformers.
Oh no, he hates fucking. He hates RPGs, not platform. He loves platform. It's been so long since I saw Extended Play. I missed that show.
Morgan Webb.
Oh, that is what that was short for, wasn't it?
Yeah, back when it was on Tech TV.
Yeah.
I did not have time for that full word.
Yeah, we had to shorten the word extended.
Yeah, come on, snap it up.
Come on, X-Play. Ugh. G4 was the worst. Can we just talk about how bad G4 as a channel? Like G4 paved the way for all the modern like YouTube things we have now.
It really did, though. It really did.
You know,
according to IMDb, Sean Connery's trademark is his powerful, deep voice with Scottish accent, and his nickname is Big Tam. So there you go.
That's weird. That's my nickname too.
Well, that was my nickname for Sean Connery.
Oh yeah, you put that in the trivia section. You can source that now. Now that you said that, though, you can put it in the Wikipedia page, and you can just source this podcast.
Yeah, just source our page.
Yeah.
So I had a video about Double Dribble.
Yes.
Not Double Dribble. Fuck.
Well, you did have a video about Double Dribble.
I did, but all my basketball videos were together. I had a video about NBA Elite.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw that one.
And I cited Wikipedia in the video, and a couple people were like, "No, you shouldn't cite Wikipedia." But and someone commented like, "Dude, the source on Wikipedia is fucking uncited," and so I cited my video as the source.
That's really good. That's the way to do it right there.
That's
I really feel
good.
like back when I was in high school and the teachers were all like, "Don't cite Wikipedia." It's like, yeah, back then I can kind of see it, but nowadays it's like Those motherfuckers are more like rigid than like newspaper editors when it comes to shit getting on there that's not supposed to be there. Like,
I saw last time you saw an incorrect wiki that wasn't a joke.
Yeah, and this shit's flagged to hell.
Yeah,
I saw an article a long time ago that said it was 100 times more accurate than the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, see, there you go. Because there's like a billion people who are just like, because there's always
cite
like
that source. Yeah. Cite me saying that.
Yeah, I'm going to cite you on the Encyclopedia Britannica page on Wikipedia, saying that Wikipedia is 100 times more accurate than the Encyclopedia Britannica, which I feel like would be a good dig to be cited on the Wikipedia page about the Encyclopedia Britannica. God, that's too many fucking words
syllables
together.
It's only 2 words. It's like 10 syllables.
Yeah, fuck all those syllables. We're going to call it the E-Brit. That's what G4 would do.
Hi, my name's Kinder. I'm a writer for the E-Brit.
I research for the E-Brit.
Now, Kinder is a very interesting name. Don't tell me how you got it because I'm going to tell you how you got it.
Oh,
okay.
I like it when
Kinder
it's dirty.
is the German word for like a child. It's one of the German word for children.
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah.
And
you're not wrong.
And it also sounds a lot like Tinder.
Yeah. It's the kids version of Tinder. Yeah.
So well, I don't know if it's the kid version so much as the you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dark web, Tor shit, Kinder's over here dying right now.
I'm dying.
He's over here vaping too much instead of concentrating on.
You know what?
podcast.
I don't have a real fedora, so I've got to keep my mouth fedora.
Yeah.
It's saving my life. Damn it.
Says the guy who just said we normally take a smoke break right here.
I'm sorry. I have multiple problems.
Yeah.
My last name is actually Kinder, and my first name is Garbage. So
yeah, it's Garbage Kinder. His parents hated him.
No, I
what,
threw away my slave
German
name.
word.
It's Kinder.
For garbage.
For garbage. Kinder.
Kinder. No, it's actually Frank.
Well, yeah, garbage.
Yeah. I
got Filthy Frank.
Or Frank's
Filthy
wife.
Frank, yeah. That's my that's what they call me in the wrestling ring.
We're actually giving up a pay-per-view right now to
I'm watching my that's you want to talk about a bad habit. Watching professional wrestling. That's a bad habit.
I know a lot of people into that, and I was when I was 12.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's just like it's now become this weird like pseudo intellectual hipster thing to watch wrestling.
It's meta as fuck to watch wrestling.
Because like it's fake, but like anybody who says wrestling's fake, you're just like, yeah, so is Game of Thrones. Shut the fuck up. Like you're not watching. You're not special by pointing out that wrestling's fake. Yeah, it's fake. It's a scripted thing.
You're watching a stunt show.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's the only next to like going to a Cirque du Soleil show. It's the closest you can get to watching live performance art.
It's like Jackass without the shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Well, actually,
though,
sometimes the shit sometimes is involved. I mean, we're talking about wrestling here.
But like, I'm not nearly as into it as you, and just listening to you talk about like, well, they're billing this guy as a heel or whatever, and you're talking industry terms, like
which
whereas when we were
hate
12,
when
it was like, I love fucking Undertaker, or John Cena, or whatever,
right. John Cena's the best.
But you're looking at
Rey
it,
Mysterio was my boy,
right? My fucking before he took off the mask and went all like fucking
boy band,
yeah.
He was in the Misfits in Action after he took out his mask. But that's late 90s. That's like late 90s, early 2000s WCW. So bad times.
Yeah. OG Rey Mysterio though.
Yes, OG like WCW Rey Mysterio definitely. WWE Rey Mysterio, not so much, but
Yeah.
Well, I still liked him then.
Yeah, I mean when he like right when he first came in, but then when he like started getting like super roidy and like couldn't do the flips anymore because his muscles were too big, like that's bad Rey Mysterio. His knees kept exploding.
I mean, I guess I can't say much. I also like Chris Benoit.
Well, yeah.
Chris Benoit?
Crispin
Benoit? Chris Benoit, yeah.
I made a Chris Benoit joke in one of my videos.
Nice.
I forget which one, but
double your.
Oh, no. It was my rarest games video. I said,
I just thought, that was in bad taste. But it just came into my head.
I said something.
Rather than double your dribble, half your children.
Oh God.
No, I said. Well, really, it was none of the children at that point.
Yeah.
I said. I don't even remember. I'm gonna watch my own video
to find you guys
can, you can interview me without me, right?
Yeah. We'll be right back. So we're just gonna talk about Chris Benoit some more. One of my favorite things about the fact that Chris Benoit murdered his family was that there's like this weird, like, I assume it's part of the same fan base as the people who still believe wrestling is real. So there's also a certain subset of that group of fans who also believe that Triple H somehow murdered Chris Benoit's family as like part of like some retribution.
Or on the flip side, they could just say, it's the ultimate heel move.
Right, yeah. Murder the wife and kids and then kill Chris Benoit and hang him in his own, and then make it look like a murder-suicide, and then like, boom, ultimate heel move. Chris Benoit can't defend the title because he's dead.
This is going to a weird place, man.
We can edit all this out, or not.
Don't. Don't you dare. The joke was that gaming, retro collecting as a hobby is going to die with my generation, like Chris Benoit's family died with Chris Benoit.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But also not inaccurate.
Not inaccurate. As someone who recently got into retro game collecting, because there's a part of you, I think a lot of retro game collecting comes from the desire to nostalgia, want to collect your childhood, essentially. Like, you want to get everything that you had when you were a kid because you had fun playing them when you were a kid, but that doesn't mean that those games are actually fun to go back to and play. You just want them,
Nostalgia is definitely a big factor.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if this is common public knowledge, but I also have a business where I sell retro video games. Hi, everyone.
Oh, really?
Welcome. Yes.
Welcome to my store.
Cerulean Games. Check us out on Facebook. We sell...
Is Misty your
we sell retro games, which is why I started making videos, is because I see these people and I'm like, this is such a weird hobby. I mean, I'm participatory in it, but it was, it's very interesting getting that perspective, being a collector / reseller, because I get to see all the different reasons people are getting into it. And it's weird, I know a bunch of people, they'll get a complete collection, like, I have every NES game. Oh, even stadium events. Oh, yeah. And then a year later, they're like, man, I'm bored with collecting. I think I'm going to sell it. So I think as much
the hunt is gone.
Well, exactly. As much as the nostalgia is a factor, I think that thrill of finding stuff is so huge for people. Like,
yeah.
And that's something I never really got into, because I have a pretty substantial collection, but I see all these people that they'll post pickups in these YouTube groups, and they'll say, oh, look at these fucking sweet pickups from the weekend, and all the games will be garbage. It's like, you got 100 games, great, but
I got 3 copies of NHL Hits.
Right, like, yeah, who gives a fuck if you got all that? Like, it's worthless. It's in, like, that's something that I do take pride in with my collection, is every single game I have is a good game.
Yeah, I can't say that about mine. I do have a lot of shitty-ass sports games that just somehow I accrued over
I have
time. Like, one of my favorite things to do was just, like, go on eBay and see some guy just selling a shitload of fucking, like, Genesis games or whatever, and for some reason you cannot find any good Genesis games. Like, somebody is hoarding all the good Genesis games. All that's out there is every sports game.
Castlevania Bloodlines.
You mean like
is a
in
good
the
Genesis
wild?
game.
Yeah, in the wild, it's just like especially around my area. Like, I assume because there's probably a lot of kids who are just really into fucking sports games. So there's a shitload of sports games out there. I cannot find a copy of Sonic 2 to save my life.
Really?
Yeah, not in the wild. Like, if I went on eBay or whatever, it's it's fine.
It seems like not so long ago, though. You could just go to, like, any yard sale or, like, your friend's house or anywhere, and there was a copy of Sonic 2. Everybody had it, kind of like Super Mario.
Yeah.
That's the big problem. A lot of people do blame resellers for that.
It is all your fault.
I'm going to make the case for resellers though, because a lot of people say, resellers go out and they buy up all this shit. They buy it for $1 and sell it for $100. Like, fuck you. But like me and my business partner pay top fucking dollar for shit. We pay 70 cents on the dollar for good retro stuff. Like, if you bring us a complete copy of Musha and it's mint and it's selling for $4.50, I can't do that kind of math off the top of my head. But we'll give you like
getting out there with about $3. Yeah, you're getting out there with a good bit of money.
Yeah,
right. But like, we're not ripping you off.
We're
like,
not pawn starring the guy.
Right. And what we're doing is circulating the market. We are keeping games that would otherwise be stuck on someone's shelf or stuck in someone's garage. We're making those available to collectors.
Yeah, and you're getting a lot of restoration too from that, because I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of people that are doing like complete restoration, like without destroying it, but reconditioning, that kind of thing. Well,
we clean the games. I like to take apart consoles and clean them, if they need recapped, anything like that.
You get a lot of saved consoles, boards that were originally, I saw a couple where it was like crushed old SNES games that were like crushed plastic, still had good boards, people saving those.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that sort.
One thing, I cannot stand reproductions on licensed games. That infuriates me.
I'm sure it does.
We had a guy. We did a convention in St. Louis. I filmed a video there. Watch it. Check it out. YouTube.com/filthyfrank.
Yes.
But there was a guy that came up to us and he's like, "What would you guys value a boxed Earthbound? I'm looking to sell mine." And we're like, "Oh, you have a complete one?" We had 2 or 3 loose ones at the time, and we're like, "Okay, yeah, where is it? We'd love to see it." I don't like to give people value. Bring it in.
Yeah,
and I'm not being funny, so sorry for anyone listening to this wanting me to be funny.
Oh, don't worry, cool. We never are.
Yeah, it's never funny if you try to be.
Yeah.
I disagree.
It's never funny if we try to be.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better way to put it.
But I don't like to give value, so bring it in. Let me look at it. So he goes out to his car, brings it back in.
You brought your buddy in.
No, I can tell.
Right.
I can tell from across the room. He's bringing it up to me, and I'm like, okay, so, and I open it up. The box is a fake.
Right.
The cartridge is real. The guidebook is real, and I tell him that, and he's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Well, this is a reproduction box." Well, how do you know? You've barely looked at it. I'm like, dude, it's
called Farthbound.
No, but like there's so many telltale signs, and he's like, well, I got it on eBay and I assumed it was real because I paid like real game price for it, and I'm like, well, sorry. It sucks, but you got to do your research, my dog.
You still got to. I'm sure he paid like full boxed copy Earthbound price for. At least he got a real game from it, though.
Right. But that's why it's so upsetting to me, is that this is a hobby, and I don't mean any like insults with this, because I'm a part of it, my homies, but this is a hobby full of
grognards,
oblivious people.
Yeah,
people don't want to take the time.
It's a lot of fucking casuals. I mean, let's be honest here.
Well, it's getting like worse too. Like I said, because there's like, it is getting to that point now where they're the people who have more money than common sense.
Yeah,
do want to get to that point where they're like, well, I just want to play the game I played when I was a little kid, and they go and they find the NES or they find the Super Nintendo and they buy the game, and then they get sort of shortly addicted to that, and so then they start buying up all the crap like you were talking about, where they get the whole collection and they're like, all right, well
and there's a lot of people doing it to be cool. Like I have a friend who I won't name, but he didn't start really talking about or wanting to play retro games until he saw me and my business partner traveling everywhere and doing it. And so there's one game in particular. It's a fairly rare and expensive Super Nintendo game. I won't say what it is because that would call him out. if he listens to this, which he probably won't.
Sunset Riders.
But he was looking for bigger than that.
Okay.
He was looking for a fairly rare and expensive game, and I kept telling him, just keep your eyes out. Sometime he's like, I don't care what the label looks like. I don't care about anything. I just want to play it. I'm like, well, if you just want to play it, emulate it. No, I want to play it on a console. Okay, get an EverDrive. No, I don't want to do that. I want to play the actual cartridge. I was like, just keep your eye out on eBay, dude. I got my copy of that game, which at the time I was talking to him was going for about
rhyme with?
No, it's. Let me look up the price on it right now. At the time, it was at about $150.
Okay,
and I was like,
that kind of gives me an idea.
Loose. It was about 150.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, I found my copy. Someone mislisted it on eBay.
Ooh, nice.
For $650. They had it listed as some other game, $650. And I was like, hell yeah. And I'm like, just keep your eyes peeled, dude. Check eBay, check Craigslist. You'll find one. And a week later, he's like, LOL, I ordered a reproduction. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, I'm not going to sell it. It's not like I'm trying to scam anyone. And I'm like, no, but you're perpetuating an industry that does that.
Right.
You are giving money to people who literally sell fake things.
Yeah.
And that's fucked.
Yeah. It's like buying the bootleg Louis Vuitton bag on the New York street corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Chinese kids got to eat too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's an interesting, that is the thing. I agree with you. People just need, if the people are into that, they just need to, you can get a really decent USB Super Nintendo controller, NES controller, Genesis controller. You can get plugs that just adapters for those things, and you can do things like get a Retroid if you just want to have to plug it into your PC, things like that. You can take steps that don't involve going down those paths,
Jesus.
Like buying a Retron 3 or something like that,
Right.
If that's all you want is to play the game, there are many paths to do it besides buying reproductions and shit like that, because like you said, it's a market, because those things will get out into the market, and all it takes is one person that didn't know the source getting a hold of it, and now they think they got a real thing, and then somebody goes to somebody else and somebody else. So then you got some jackass at a pawn shop who's holding a reproduction copy of Chrono Trigger, and he thinks it's the real thing, but he won't let you look at it because he's got it under glass or whatever.
I don't know if Chrono Trigger is really glass worthy at this point, though. It's like, what?
I know, but I'm just saying,
bucks?
Well, most pawn shops put everything under glass.
True.
I saw 7 Wiis under glass at the last pawn shop I went to. It's like, really? Okay.
Well, I think the most expensive one I have a very small retro collection. I have a whole bunch of 360 and GameCube stuff, but I just really recently started getting PS1 and under. And I think the most expensive thing I have in my collection right now is probably Super Metroid, because it's in really good condition.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't really have anything super expensive. I'm sure you have way far better than that. That's not very high, I know.
Well, let me look.
Super Metroid's about where I'm at too, but my battery's dead.
For Super Nintendo, I'd say my most expensive. I have a complete Earthbound.
Yeah.
I don't. There's not a lot of really crazy expensive games. I don't have an Aero Fighters or anything like that, but I don't really want them. I got a complete Metal Warriors. That's kind of cool. My box is shit though.
Yeah.
But I paid very little for the box, so I'm not mad about it. I got a Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy. That's a pricey boy.
Oh,
I'm so fucking mad because I had that shit. I had it originally just by fucking sheer accident, and it's somewhere.
Yeah.
I lost in a move or something. I don't know. I played it. It was actually a really good fucking game.
Well, my collection started from me. Some dude I worked with was just I got a bunch of this old, again, probably like what you were talking about. So I just got into it and then wanted to offload it. And I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I'll buy it from you. So I just bought all of it off of him for $200. And there's maybe 4 things in that kind of offset that entire price. Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Super Metroid, and I think Castlevania 4 was in there, and bunch of other crap. And it's just like, yeah, okay, for $200 is not bad. You know, when you get the NES and like 2 Genesis, like a PlayStation 2 was thrown in there too, just a bunch of shit. I'm just like, okay, I'll take all this.
You know what I'm mad about? I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of salty that Jurassic Park on the Super Nintendo is only like $7 right now. That's a better game than that. That is a better game than $7. God damn it, $7 game.
You know, we welcome to retro economy.
Right, yeah. Let's give us an economic lesson on retro games.
I understand why, but I'm still salty about it.
There's a shitload of them.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's the thing. Like, you think about the game, if it was popular, there's a lot of copies of it out there, therefore the price is lower. But
and that's what pisses me off about shit like fucking Earthbound. It's not an uncommon game. I have 2 copies of Earthbound just sitting over there. I just have them. Like,
one of them's holding my window open.
It's fucking everywhere though. Like,
yeah,
and that I don't know. I'm dumb and stupid, and I want to die when people like retro. I get really like mad about retro collectors sometimes because people will like, oh, Chrono Trigger, that's a super rare game. No, it isn't. It's so fucking common.
Right, yeah.
It's so fucking common.
Yeah. I mean, because they made a lot of these things expecting it to sell like crazy. They just didn't get sold, so they're out there somewhere, though.
But, well, no, even then, a lot of them hit circulation. The thing that a lot of people don't realize is so many of these games are expensive because people expect them to be expensive.
Right, because of their popularity and perceived rarity. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, and like,
dumb.
Well, I mean, like I remember like listening to like other podcasts where people were talking, where they do talk about like Earthbound or something like that, and they're like remembering when that game came out, like stacks of the game, like sealed box copies stacked to the fucking ceiling, and like discount boxes at like Walmart and shit like that.
Fun fact: Earthbound was never sealed. If anyone sells you a sealed copy, you've been cheated.
There you go.
Didn't know that.
See?
I met a man once who he was. I was at a show. I was at a convention up in Cleveland, and this guy was walking around with an complete Earthbound under his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my business partner are like, "Whoa, bud, what's that? What do you got there?" Like, you know, we want to buy it from him. And he walks over. He's like, "Oh, that's one of my copies." And we're like, "Whoa, how many you have?" He's like, "Now I'm down to 15 or 16." And we're like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, back when this game first came out, no one bought it, and they were selling it at Best Buy for $6.99 on clearance. And I bought every copy."
God damn.
Whoa.
And he had a picture of his stacks that he had at home, and he had his physical receipt. He's like, "So this is a brand new copy. You can't prove it because it was never sealed." He's like, "But this is a brand new Earthbound."
Right.
And I bring one to every convention just in case I see something worth trading for.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Making out.
If I had a time machine.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I would have saved all 4 of my copies of fucking Castlevania Bloodlines, because that motherfucker's going for $65 now.
Yeah.
I had that game like fucking at least 4 times, because I had it on my Sega Genesis. My uncle had it, and then he gave it to me, and then I lost it, and then a friend of mine got it, and I got his Sega Genesis. I bought off him for like $20 and got it from there, and then I had it again later. Fucking just so many times. It's so fucking common. It's one of my it's my favorite Castlevania of all time. But still,
the nice thing about that game though is if you ever do want to play it, that's one that was printed a lot. They did 4 separate print runs of that game.
I wonder if I had all 4.
Maybe
every single version. Yeah, see, I'm looking on eBay right now, and like people are selling like a loose copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day for like $100, and like most of them are reaching about $100.
Is it sold listings though?
No, these are just like, there are some bid ones that are getting up to like 60. I can look at the sold ones.
I want to say that game's around like $80 right now.
Yeah, last time I checked it was like 60. Like this is when I first got it. I checked it was like 60, and now it's like still climbing.
That's another game. That's another I always use price charting if it's a common game. And, and Conker's Bad Fur Day is a common game.
Right,
3 copies sold a day on eBay.
Yeah,
that's fucking common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you go to something like Metal Storm, which I just got a complete copy of that. I've been looking for one for a while, and I'm so fucking glad I got one.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you had Metal Storm.
Oh, yeah. It was so nice. I got a complete one with the poster and everything. I paid a great price for it, and I'm so fucking happy. But yeah, games are stupid.
Yeah, video games are dumb and don't play them. That's I think what we came down to.
Yep.
Really.
And we're approaching 1 hour on the SOGOpod.
What a great way to end it. Video games are dumb and don't play them.
Yep. This has been Kinder Frank and Mr. 8-Bit Brody. You want to plug yourself right quick and then talk about your YouTube?
Oh.
Not really.
Okay. Well,
I'm guessing youtube.com/8bitbrody. I'm not entirely sure on that. I'll have it pulled up.
It's youtube.com/violated anus.
Violated anus. 8-bit
No,
Brody.
youtube.com/
results question mark search query.
Yeah. youtube.com/vinesauce.
Didn't see you there.
Oh, one of your videos just started playing on the thing.
Oh, that kind of plays in 8-Bit Brody's Hot Deals kind of plays in audio.
So there you have it.
Yeah. YouTube.com/user/8-Bit Brody. He's a cool guy. He's becoming more of a meme. Hop on the train early, you fucking hipster, you.
Get on these fresh, dank memes.
Yeah.
I'll know I've made it big when he hates me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, you're fucking done with V now. You're like, now that you're on...
He's getting into he's gonna get into like Twitter reaction gifs now. Like that's the next level.
Yeah, you're approaching normie status at this point.
Yeah, when you have like a dedicated tag on iFunny, that's when you know you've made it.
Good point.
And
when
also,
you have like 8-Bit Brody's Dank Meme Stash Facebook page, you can go like that.
Get me some Rule 34 of me.
Yeah.
I'm sure there already is. Speaking of that, I'm just gonna extend this out a little bit longer. I came across some fucking Rule 34 of Egoraptor and fucking his wife.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucked up because it was like her laying on a bed, no pants, and then like fucking Aaron with his face like buried in her crotch, like looking up, and she's got like a DS. She's like playing a DS laying there. I don't think you could see her face. But you can
keep
tell it's
going.
her.
I'm almost done.
Oh yeah,
you've seen that one?
No, I'm seeing it right now. I wonder. I doubt
my mind's eye.
That doesn't look like him.
Are you sure?
And also, I'd want to see because that is a very like colorful background. If you everyone listening, if you Google Egoraptor Rule 34, you'll find it. I want to see that very, very.
The only one I know is the "Hi, I'm limp, I'm not so limp" is the only one that I know.
We intro with that once.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it?
Here, I got you, fam.
Oh yeah, we put it on Discord.
Yeah.
Things. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's her.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's him.
It looks like how I would expect her tits to look.
Yeah,
and that
awful.
I don't know that. Yeah, right. She's.
I'm really mad.
She's the worst one on
Egoraptor
YouTube.
was in my city the other day, and he tweeted out like, "Yo, I'm gonna be getting some burgers. Come to this specific location, and I'll buy food for everyone." And I would have loved to have just shit on him because Egoraptor. I know you listen to this podcast. I don't know if you guys are still recording. I hope so.
Yeah,
Egoraptor, if you fucking listen to this podcast. I used to love you, and I hate you. I fucking hate you. If I meet you, I'm going to tell you that.
That would probably be what I would tell him, too.
You're a man after my own heart, 8-Bit
Considering, like, I literally stopped watching Game Grumps immediately after John left. I was like, I could care less about Egoraptor.
Yeah. I tried to continue, and I did continue for a little bit, but, like, it's just Aaron's the least...
the least interesting part about Game Grumps is Egoraptor.
Yeah, and I used to be a fucking Egoraptor slut. Like, big time.
Yeah. And we're approaching an hour and a half.
Yeah. We're approaching an hour and 3 minutes. And don't forget to go.
We could just keep going.
We really could. We
got
another pay-per-view to watch.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
I don't really either. Don't forget to go to SOGOpod.com and check out our old dank memes and podcasts and shit there. Facebook.com/SOGOpod. Twitter @TheSOGOpod. And Brody, I believe your Twitter @8-Bit Brody. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it's spelled out.
Yes.
Okay, spelled out.
So I want to find the ding dong
ATE
letter 8-Bit Brody. His name is Timothy Razor. Give me your fucking name.
That's awesome. Is that his real? Please his real name.
He's Razor Ramon's son.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god!
Don't shave me or my son ever again.
Could you be 8-Bit Brody? Or is
nah. I'm just gonna ask him real nice. I'll tell him I'll kiss him for it.
Well, I mean, he is using it.
I mean, yeah, but he can change his name to Timothy at Timothy Razor. Give me 8-Bit Brody. I want it.
The Razor.
He's not even using it. He's just liking.
Yeah, he's just liking YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Are you looking at this?
Yeah.
Make sure he likes your videos. That way, it's like super.
I liked a YouTube video from Jehovah Plays. Really, Jehovah's playing games now. Jay-Z.
8-Bit Brody the fake. He has more followers than me too. What the fuck?
It's all fucking likes. Granted, his following to followers ratio is way out of proportion.
Kind of like ours.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you gotta spend money to make money.
True. That's true. This is very, very true. All right. Thanks for being on, Brody. We will catch you cats.
You know what? I'm gonna give Brody a follow real fast. Brody, you're about to.
I already followed him on the SOGOpod page.
All right, well, I'm gonna get him my personal follow. That's that right there. That's some love.
It's our gift to you.
Yep. Here we go. Personal follow. You should get that notification. At most not cool, man. That's me.
Good.
Peace, bitches. Hey, everyone. Stay tuned after the outro music for some bonus content.
I got a secret formula. It's just a little bit of and a little bit of. I got a secret, so keep it on the low. If I tell you, make sure nobody knows. Because in my lab I got hit, in my lab I got, in my lab I got, phone. In my lab. Conspiracists try to find a ticket to the lab, but information won't leak because I keeps it in the lab. Top security, so thieves can't nab. No way to obtain, no way to have. You can't grab a hold of what's not possible. Why risk your life going through these obstacles? Don't even try to get it, don't even try to get it. A lot of people attempt it, but they gotta get it. And when they got it, didn't. Yo, the secret's hitting. That's just the way the song's written, bruh. I got a secret formula. It's got a little bit.
Even in the Afro episode, almost all of our best content came from after we stopped recording.
It just happened. I guess because there's no expectation.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's my biggest problem with a lot of my film crew people is that like a lot of our best stuff happens when we're not filming. So I've been trying to instruct them like I've been saying just start rolling as we're moving and lift the camera up. Lift the camera up when the interview starts, but keep it like there was a point where I went up to Gerard the completionist who are you recording?
Yes, we are recording now.
Okay.
God damn it! You shouldn't have told him.
Well, no.
He asked.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to change. I just don't want to say this out loud. Then
you can fucking say it out loud. That's cool.
We'll decide whether or not to keep this in the episode. How about that?
Well, that's fine.
We can always just insert this post break or something, you know.
Yeah. Put in like a little thing that says
12 hours later.
Yeah, I typed it though. That's how I feel. And I have more to say. So that's how I feel about him.
Plays really well in audio, let me tell you.
Just looking at that.
I love his sexy face, and I want to make love to him for a long. I'm sorry.
Stop
reading.
I'm sorry. I just read that, and it was just like read it in like this really childish voice, like.
That's how I typed it. But we went up to him, and like it's so funny because there's so many YouTubers that will decline me politely, and I'll go up to them, and I try to be respectful to everyone, you know. And I'll be like, "Oh, hey, do you mind if we interview you? I'm gonna be a douchebag."
Oh no, I have a brand to protect.
Like Satch from Satchbag was there at the same convention. I was like, "Hey, can we interview you? You know, this is my shtick. This is what I do." He's like, "Oh, no, thanks, man. You know, I'm just looking around and stuff, but thanks." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." I want to, and like, you know, that's the nice way to do it. Just like, "Oh, no, thanks. You know, I appreciate the offer, but no, I don't have time for an interview." Fucking Gerard, the completionist. I went up to him and he had this, he has this hoodie on and he's just walking around like he didn't want to talk to anyone.
I got headphones in. Could you tell?
No. And I went up and I'm like, "Hey man, can we get an interview?" And he went, "No," and walked away. And I wished we were fucking recording because that would have made it into the video.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Just blur his face out, but then like leave the
left it.
No. You have him walk in the frame with the blur, and then as he walks away, the blur stays in place, but he keeps going.
Or flip it around, so it's like, hey, can we interview you? And it's like his face, no, and then just put a black bar over his eyes.
And then as he walks away.
It's like when in Bruno, who was it he was trying to interview, and he's just like
Harrison Ford.
Harrison
Yeah.
Ford. That
Fuck
was
off.
fucking brilliant.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
It's like that one piece just kind of made me think, wow, Harrison Ford's kind of an asshole.
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything he's ever said ever? It's always like, can you please kill my character? I don't want to do this anymore.
I wish that's the thing that sucks is I go to so many conventions. Like I go to 1 or 2 a month, and I very rarely get to see big YouTube boys. And when I do, I just want to fuck with them.
Yeah,
like, and
it's the right thing to do.
I never get that opportunity. Like it's such a shame that so many of them don't go to show. Like the biggest, like, oh, I am going to Retropalooza, so anyone who's going there, shout out for that. But yeah, like there's kill me, really.
Here's what you're trying to say.
Here's what you do. You
want to die.
You get an IGN hat and get like street clothes or something like that, and carry around like a recorder, and say, "Hey, we're recording for IGN," and just fucking like go and just make a video out of it, and like make sure you put in the bottom not affiliated with IGN in any way, shape, or form.
There's whatever other acronym you could come up with for IGN instead of Imagine Games Network.
ING.
Yeah.
Ing. Hello, I am from Ing.
Or just get like one of those old school hats that just say press.
Yeah.
Oh, I have press badges.
There you go.
They're really nice. Here, I'll show you mine. I'll upload it. This makes really great audio. Everyone,
yes. That's cool. Let me show you this picture through audio. We'll digitize the picture.
I'll send it. I'll send it to you guys, and then I want you to describe it.
Okay.
To the crowd.
All right, it's about 6.5 inches long, very veiny.
Yeah. Okay, so it says okay. All right. So at the top, in big bold letters, what is that? What font is that? What are we looking at?
I have no idea.
Not really impact.
I had someone
it's
design
like
them for me.
Arial bold, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's Arial bold, and then it says press, and then it says reporter / videographer Brody. I'm not gonna say your last name unless you people know who you are. Full name.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say Brody.
We'll leave it obscured for now.
It says gender male. Did they ask you that? They're not supposed to ask you.
They did.
Did they assume your gender?
It says date of birth 1978. Wow. Okay. Well, you're a lot older than I thought you were.
Well, that was the date of my rebirth.
Oh, okay. When you found Jesus.
Yeah.
It says hair brown, eyes green.
Yep.
Height 6'1",
5'11". No, damn it.
Height 6'1", weight 375. You don't look that bad on camera though.
I guess it's not tall.
I carry around a lot of guilt.
Oh, okay. So it just weighs heavy on your soul. Okay.
Yeah. It's that Jewish guilt.
Right,
I'm not Jewish, but
you have some of it.
I carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's not wherever you live. I know we don't live in a very Jewish heavy community, so somebody's got to do it, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
I forgot that we billed you as a Jew forever.
Yeah, I can't play that card anymore.
Oh, did you guys actually? You thought it was Jewish?
No. Frank here. He was in high school. He was like
okay. Because I have a large nose, and we were all vaguely racist. I was called a Jew. Vaguely.
I mean, you were a Jew. I was on acid. Fucking J-Bo was still the cool guy. Like
I don't know. Fucking hell. Yeah. Fuck high school.
Fuck high school.
But yeah, big cream color background,
yes.
Black and brown. It has my logo. It has my YouTube network I'm with.
Can you read that fine print at the bottom for us?
Yeah. A picture of me. A real good picture of me.
That is a good picture.
Says the holder. Well, this is something that you have to put on press passes so that people don't fuck with you.
Right.
The holder of this pass is a press agent with my YouTube network, And 8-Bit Brody, he or she is covering newsworthy events, classes, conferences, sporting events, or special events. The courtesy shown in allowing the bearer of this pass to exercise his or her rights under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution will be appreciated. All rights expressly reserved at all times. No rights waived.
Nice.
So wait, you just appreciate? You're asking people to just appreciate your First Amendment rights?
Did I say that? Does it say that?
Yeah, it says like yeah. All your rights granted.
Oh yeah, they will be appreciated.
They will be appreciated.
Yeah.
Just please don't kick me out. I'm trying to just exercise my First Amendment rights here.
Listen,
I have a family to feed.
Yeah.
Will you please appreciate me?
Yeah. Appreciate me. Just as a press, as a
Appreciate me, senpai.
Yeah. As a reporter / videographer, appreciate me.
Hey, just don't press me on this, but
Right.
I really need you to appreciate me.
Was this cream color badge make you feel nice? It's a very the coloration on it.
Yeah.
What's that?
It looks like it would be.
It's just
something
my channel
found.
colors.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It just looks like it looks like something you would like. I would want that color as like a plaid shirt.
Yeah. If I owned a retro video game shop, that's the color the walls would be in that shop. Like,
exactly.
Oh, that's so grating and awful, though.
Exactly. Have you ever been in? Well, I don't know because you own one and you're biased. But have you?
I don't
Frank,
own a store.
Have you ever?
You work at a store.
No, I don't work at a store. I have. We all do all
business
sales.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no physical brick and mortar.
Right. But have you ever been into a brick and mortar retro game store that looked pretty?
Yes.
I have never.
Well, yeah, we don't have much to choose from here.
True.
Go to
you
my,
remember Game Corner?
Oh yeah, no, that was the worst.
Go to my rarest games video. I'm friends with most of the local retro game store owners. One of them.
Just the fact that you can say most and imply that there's enough for you to have to make that distinction. Like
Yeah. I mean, we have, God, in Columbus alone. Well, there's one guy, one guy I know. He has 7 or 8 of his own stores, and they're all like different brands and everything. There's probably, I'd say there's easily 30 stores in my city.
Jesus,
where do you
maybe
live?
more. What's that?
Where do you live?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Ohio.
Yeah.
We're just
Real
looking
good.
at you looking through clothes right now.
Is that a Goodwill?
What's that?
This place looks nice.
Yeah, that place actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a real good.
Like with
that's
the
a real
wood
good
shelves and everything's all lined up and everything.
Yeah,
Is
that's far nicer than ours. Ours is like the entire store was one big bargain bin, and then like the semi-nice stuff was like under this old, like nasty, never been cleaned glass.
Yeah, like that came straight out of like a Blockbuster or something like that.
Like the shittiest Blockbuster was still kind of nicer than our best game shops that we had here for a while. There aren't like franchises.
We used to have like this is prior to this place like went out of business way too soon, but I think they were chased out of town by when the GameStop came in. There is a retro game shop called Game Corner, and outside of their like inability to actually have anything worthwhile, they were the only thing we really had, and now we don't have shit. And like I said, I had to go like several miles north to get to
it's
the
untapped
one
market. We need to do it, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll put my copy of Conker's under a shitty glass case.
I mean, I got a reproduction card.
I will say though, we use glass cases at all of our when we sell because we go to conventions and like people just steal shit.
Oh yeah.
So we put it under glass cases and like if you want to look at it, we'll show it to you. But we're not just gonna let people walk by and take it because we like to specialize in good high end shit.
Yeah.
We don't like having garbo stuff.
I would like to procure from you, by the way, a copy of Double Dribble. Do you have that?
I have a bunch. People keep giving them to me.
Yeah. It's like on Giant Bomb when they mentioned Sneak King, that Burger King Xbox 360 game, and then people just started sending them copies. So now, like Jeff Gerstmann has a drawer at his desk that's just rows and rows of Sneak King.
I've got a copy. I'll send it to him.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a copy. They're fucking. That game was free, right? Or it was like basically like
It was free, like if you got a burger.
Yeah. Like it was free, and like Walmart started getting into the used game kind of thing. There was a fucking copy at our Walmart for like $8.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like, fuck Walmart. Like, that game's $8, but here's the crazier thing. There was, like, a fairly new game for, like, the PS4 that was only, like, $10. Like, I'm like, and it was because it was used.
Yeah.
It's like, they don't know what is going on with their, like, pricing and shit. Like, they're just giving you free shit.
You get weird shit like that, though. If you ever go, like, fucking, like, super budget shop, or it used to be this way. My mom worked at KB Toys for a while, and I came across this PS1 game called BioFreaks.
Oh yes, BioFreaks.
You played that one?
I know of BioFreaks.
And I picked it up, and you know me, I'm fucking big into fighters.
Yeah.
And I picked it up because I was completely tapped. I had played through Metal Gear like 17,000 times, and I had nothing left. And I picked up BioFreaks, and I fucking like solided that game for a month, and I fucking really enjoyed playing it, even though it's a shit fucking game.
Right.
And there was one other one I can't.
It's like me with the Minority Report movie game. It's so fucking bad. You just fucking like it, but it's like the most ragdoll heavy like brawler I've ever seen, and for some reason that was fun to me.
Yeah,
which
I also had Bubby 3D
like
when I was younger.
Oh man, there's a game I've been playing lately. Have you guys ever played the Earth Defense Force games?
Yes.
So there's one that I've been playing lately that it's made by the same people, but it never came out in the U.S. It's, pardon my Japanese, Zengeki no Reagan Live, something along those lines.
So something about Ronald Reagan?
Yeah. Zengeki no Reagan Live. Reagan Leave. Something. Okay. I don't know. I think the last word they're trying to make it Germanic because Japan is obsessed with
like
Germany.
Einhander and shit like that. Yeah.
But it's made by the same people that made Earth Defense Force, and it's literally the same game, but Norse mythology.
Okay. Oh, nice. So instead of giant bugs,
it's like ogres and ice giants, and
that sounds fucking up. What platform is that on?
It's on the Wii.
Really?
So it never came out in the States.
Yeah, that
but you
sense.
you can import one for like $40, import a copy of it, or just fucking burn one, because who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
You just want to play
My
it.
Wii fell down and now it's cracked. So
It's fine. It'll be just fine.
I'll have to fix
but yeah,
it.
it's so much fun. It is so much fucking fun. It has online play too. Like, fuck me. Why did this game not come here to me?
Yeah. That sounds like the exact kind of thing we were talking about on our last episode, was like how the Wii was just this shovelware machine in the United States, but all these amazing games did come out for it, but they get completely and totally forgotten about, and especially the Japanese ones. Like, it wasn't until like the tail end where like they're like, maybe we should localize Xenoblade, you know, like.
Wait, that was all Project Operation Rainfall,
right? Yeah,
right,
yeah. In that same like time frame, like we gotta localize these games and get them out on the Wii, because it was right around the time the Wii U launched, so they wanted to like get the fan base up and
Well, we got to get going, man. But great talking to you.
Yeah, we'll just insert this somewhere else into the episode.
Yeah, I mean,
done all the outros
I'll have
and everything
a week
else.
to edit this. So
yeah,
that's a lot more
7
time.
months. It'll be out soon.
Just insert me.
Yeah.
Can I insert in you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
All I would say, make sure if you are editing, for future you listening to this,
yes,
for continuity's sake, make sure I established already that I have a video game business, because that'd be weird if I'm talking about that
as though it was previous to the conversation about all the retro stuff.
Just like come in with like computer voice. By the way, 8-Bit Brody has a video game business.
If we could do like title cards. God damn it! Now I wanted to start talking about something else. Like, fucking, there was this movie project we had to do in drama, right? You remember that project you had to do in drama class? You had to film like a thing.
Yeah.
So we had to do that, and like I had this fucking crazy, overblown, like Tarantino-esque movie thing in my head, and me and this other dude were like all about this thing. So we like fucking went and we wrote this fucking like edgy fucking script and shit like that, and then we shot it, and we forgot to shoot like 2/3 of it. So, like, pretty much the entire climax took place on black and white title cards that then led to the end of the movie. Like, that's exactly how, because he's like, we can't shoot it now.
Yeah.
I have all the footage on my computer. And, like, what are we going to do? Just title cards. That seems Tarantino. Like,
Formula, it's just a little bit of and a little bit of I got a secret, so keep it on the low. If I tell you, make sure nobody knows. Cause I know something that I can't tell. I know something